being here with me today after such a difficult morning, and some of you joined me and offered your support. I want to thank you for that and welcome you to a different space where we can take a break from the strain and the stress of the world happening around us, find a safe space within, recharge ourselves, and go out into the day ready to fulfill whatever divine destiny awaits us, and to the best of our abilities and of the clearest of mind. Join me now. I'm CC with Angel Radio Tarot. This will be a general reading, and I welcome your questions today. Wide open readings for however long I can hold out. My way of contributing to supporting the community. And I'm only on YouTube here, and we're not going to talk about contributions today. So if you have a question and you are visiting, hit that subscribe button so you can join the chat and let me know what your question is today, and we'll get your questions answered just one at a time. Let's get cracking. Let me know where you're visiting from today. We're going to make this space some room to breathe, to scale out, get the bigger picture, and understand what our role is in our own lives every day. Okay. Setting all the world aside for just a little while. Let's jump right in. There is a completion or a fulfillment of some promise for you. There was an abuse of power, a manipulation that was a lack of empathy, was really out of kind of a laziness or just like a habitual negativity, not a bitterness, but just a sort of nagging, like when siblings get in the habit of being crazy mean to each other. Hi, Aria loves a little peep. Hi. Thanks for joining. Where are you visiting from, and what's your question for me today? Yeah, so there's some sibling gripery, but there's like maybe you fulfilled some kind of personal obligation in dealing with this bickering sibling. Hi, Grayson. Hi, S. Leela. Nice to have you here. Today is open forum, so ask your questions today, and I'll do my best to answer everyone's queries. There was a deception that was involved with this lazy, bickering sibling. And it's just like a lack of empathy. There's a cold and bitterness here. Cruelty and isolation, but it was just like, fuck it. That kind of disregard. There's a here, a disrespect for sure. Let's start with one at a time. Give everybody a chance to get their question answered, and then we'll follow back around. But you're the first one here, so go ahead and lay it on me. There was a disharmony and a broken relationship. You're feeling and this is making a bridge, or if you can see, this is making a bridge around the relationship here. And it keeps coming back to you as this like, no, this is just unacceptable. This is just unacceptable. Okay. Some of you are really being encouraged to drink more water right now. I'm feeling the stress in like a lower bowel, like somebody's got a UTI. This is not mine. I'm fine. There's a fear of change here, self-denial. Adrian's current feeling toward me, please. I'm afraid this is what it is. There's a fear of change here. It's a reverse judgment. Maybe they feel like you're judging them. Fear of change, self-doubt, denial. And I got, when I started to read it, I had a little bit of dyslexia, sort of the pages, the words will swim around on the page and transform how the message needs to find me. I don't have dyslexia. It came across as self-denial. And not just denial, but there's resistance to a transformation. I was getting some ego denial here. Someone doesn't want to recognize their own behavior here. Oh, you're slipping that second question in on me. Adrian's current feeling toward you. Let's finish with that. Toward you. Maybe they feel like you're in this energy. There's fear of change, denial, self-doubt, resistance to transformation. Okay. Cross distinctly. Fear, but not bridging over toward. It vacillates between a transition and moving on and making a big declaration, an open declaration of affection. They're curiosity, intellectual pursuit, communications, and exploration. They can't help but be drawn to you, and they're tilted out, but they're more inclined to move on. Okay, so that answers your question. All right. Who else is here in the room? Who else has a question for me? Hit the subscribe button so you can join the chat and ask your question for today. Let's get some positivity in the room. Remember why we're all here. There is some emotional manipulation here. One of you is hiding your emotional need right now. You're feeling needy, but you're hiding it. Look at everybody is in the room. Hi, viewers. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Ask your question today. Bravery. Someone here is exercising a great deal of inner strength, focus, courage, control. It's the strength card, but it's all the way around. There's an intellectual strength here too. Thank you for the hearts, says Leela. All right. What else do we have? That's a huge package of drama. Big distraction. Someone is trying to make you, draw you off point here. Balance, and they're trying to affect your balance. This is about a cycle of relationship, and you may be showing bravery and strength right now, but this is an unnecessary cycle that you're living over and over again in this relationship. It's like this person kind of this person is trying to throw you off balance, because these are pretty foundational by themselves, and this is really solid, actually. This represents you as a formidable foe. We've got strength, total balance, like Ninja Warrior balance. Blindfold me and throw darts at me, and I will dodge every single one of them without even having to look on one toe. You've got just like, and then, the wheel of fortune is in your favor right now. You're just... Cycles, change, fate, destiny, divine timing. You're right in your lane. You're exactly where you need to be, right? Okay, you following? But that pack that on top of it with drama was going to block that. It's trying to interfere with that. So whatever this is for you, whoever this is for, it's not for everybody. I get really tight in the jaw here. Someone doesn't want you to talk. Someone doesn't want you to find your voice. The star... hope and inspiration, but then it's, the Empress is on her head right now, and I get the feeling the Empress feels like she's on her back, or like she's pinned up against the wall, because there's blockages, a lack of growth, and it's because there's decision making and partnerships, progress, plans. Someone is trying to take over take the tool out of your hand. Like, you got this thing finally working, and they're like, okay, cool, thanks, yeah, I got it. No, that's mine now. You handed the shit over to me now. This isn't just like, I made it work. It's mine now. Someone's trying to come in and assume, like, not really identity swapping, but just kind of like assume credit and like hurry up and jump in the front and be the front man after all the work is done. Yeah. But see, your lane, you're staying in your lane is like so, your lane is so freaking elevated, man. And that they're just like, they don't get how much of a barrier it is. They can see you, but they could never, they throw whatever at you. They can't. They get bounced back. Wow, what a mess. What a mess. It's too much here. This doesn't make any sense. Yeah, someone is like throwing like an old court strategy is when someone asks for discovery, you flood them with information so that they can't find the discovery inside the mountain of information. Let's see here. Hi, Lovey. Lone Wolf, hello. Jessica Davis, hi. Yes. Let's see. Thanks for subscribing, everyone. I'm CC. Lovely to have you here. What's next? What's next? Kind of getting blocked here. Thank you, Lovey. Yes, like and subscribe, please. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm coming up again. I've got another scheduled live reading for Valentine's Day, scheduled for the 1st of February at noon. Or noon Pacific time. Yeah, there's a distraction here. There's just a real block. Jam, jam, jam. We need some generalized. Yeah, definitely improve your water intake. Something's going on here. I am dehydrated all of a sudden. That won't work. That's old water. That's old funky Gatorade water. You're very welcome. Thank you for allowing me into, the sacred space between your ears. Aquarius. There's news for you, Aquarius. There is discovery for you. Maybe that last message for you, Aquarius, about somebody's trying to flood you with information. If you're at the end of a relationship with a toxic partner, will they keep you so busy right there at the end? They're trying to draw out the last little bit of aura vibe and aura farming they can get out of you. Libra. There's a Libra on the fence with you, Aquarius. They're coming to you, but they're telling you like way too much. Like, they're just telling you way too much. Hi, Jennifer. Nice to have you here. Michelle. Let's see. Do I just read cards? No, I do seance. I scry and throw rune stones. And I can help you with some spiritual, sympathetic guardrails around your house if you're concerned about some just energy that's making you uncomfortable. You feel like you've got some spiritual intrusion. Having some trouble getting some spiritual boundaries. I can help you develop physical plans for, like around your house. Somebody's clowning here, and the message is they tried to do a return to sender, but it got blocked. So they're stuck with it, and now they're trying to play it off. Hi, Natasha. Oh, it was a tough morning, honey. Let me tell you, the news caught me off guard, and I felt every bit of it. I got to be really careful. It's really hard not to be present and full-bodied when I see things, when I hear the news, when I watch the news. It's been really, it was a very painful morning. So I'm still feeling burnt around the edges. But this is my salve. Spending time here with you and getting back into the conduit of divine. Thank you for being here. This community, being able to share some time with you and step away and remember who I am. And yeah. What else do we have here? Does anybody have a question? Because we're wide open here. I'm wide open here today for questions. We're not going to do any kind of donations or contributions or any kind of thing like that. It's just today's wide open read till I don't feel like reading. There is destruction here or the breakdown of something. Hi, Max. Max has joined us here. Skelly's in the cupboard, but no more. Somebody's secrets got exposed. Maybe that, I don't know, from this destruction or this, it's causing this destruction. Here we go. Here we go. What do we have? What do we have? Well, it's like everybody's holding their breath for just a moment. Off planet. On planet. Yeah, the focus is very much on the ground. There's some concern about backup. The dark Scorpio that's getting very much in the feels and feeling like has been made indignant. Someone has offended a Scorpio here, and they are like, oh, hell no. I am obliged to no one. They just like, oh, bitch. You just got the high tone bitch from a Scorpio. Oh, bitch. I'm looking for a new job. What? Natasha asks, I'm looking for a new job. I'm guessing you're asking the question, am I going to get a better one? Rainbow Bridge, you're definitely changing jobs. I see that. I'm getting a taste of cinnamon oatmeal. Well, let's see. You're not going to get any help with this. Someone is watching you walk out the door. Or someone is watching you while you're making these plans. So wherever you're at now, they're probably not going to like be real helpful in helping you leave. What else? What else about the job? I'm guessing that if that's the way they are, wherever you're going is going to be a better situation. There is, yeah, it's not a spirit team, but these people are acting like your spirit team. The people that you work for now are like, no, it's fine. Anything we can do to help. But they're lying to your face. They're not lying. Like they're not being mean to your face. They're being deceptive, or they're just fucking lying. They're being Lucifer to your face. They're not telling you the truth, but they're candy coating this shit like they're still on your side. That's why the Lucifer part was upside down. Okay. So yeah, I'm guessing wherever you go from here, I'm seeing also you having to, in the transition, not expecting to take up some side work, like a little side hustle, self-employment. And that's going to focus. Pay attention to that. You're going to lean on that more than you think. Lovey asks, will Ivan and Sanja have communication again? Let me ask. Oh, are you going? I don't know how you wouldn't, but no, I do think the Rainbow Bridge part means you're crossing over. So I think you're leaving the situation, yeah. Lovey, yes. Ivan and Sanja have communication again. Release from attachment. Or there's a release from attachment now. It's remain hidden. One of the two of them is not in it for good. And it's their freaking their selfish tendencies. They're like just part of the way they're wired. Nothing to do with their horoscope. It's like a little neurodivergence makes them favor one thing or another. They're not going to bother showing why they don't want to, but if they do contact, it's not about any kind of pure love. Not in the DMs. No, there's no contact. And yeah, I'm obliged to no one, so there's no connection like being leaned into. No, I don't think they will. That's what the cards say. I could be wrong. I mean, use your own discernment. Don't be making bets on this stuff. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. Definitely use your own judgment. But the cards indicate the answer to that is no. Pretty clearly, no. Come on. What else? What else? Indira Marquez, or Indira Marquez. I gotta get better at this. It's the handles and the smushy and the cleverness, and then it always makes like some other word in there, and it's always some clever spin on something. Let's see. Indy. I'm just gonna call you Indy. Does Rodrigo have a romantic interest in me? Let's see. I love his little hands. Oh, please. Does Rodrigo have a romantic interest in me? It's such a romantic name, Rodrigo. There's a star seed here. Is this guy, this Rodrigo, is the dude's name, right? What is that? I'm definitely picking up on your, I'm not seeing him. I don't want to go so far as I'm seeing him. Through your eyes is what I'm seeing. I'm getting, it's like John Malkovich right now, through your eyeballs, because you're focused, you're showing him to me. I'm looking through your mind's eye right now. At there's like an alley, sort of, with concrete. And I'm at like a car show, or there's guys in a neighborhood block on the backside with like cinder block garden fence that comes up like 6 foot, and there's like a lowrider car, a Cadillac, a Buick, an old school Buick, and it's sunny. It's really sunny. The next 24 to 48 hours will open up a window that will unfold over the next 30 days. But does Rodrigo have any interest? Okay, so we're opening up. We've located Rodrigo. You got me a pretty clear picture here. What's the deal with the cars? But it's like an urban setting with this. There's some disharmony here. There's a Sagittarius involved and a Cancer involved. Someone does not, someone's got a really low self-esteem about something. Someone feels very much out of their expertise. I am everything I need is turned on its head. So somebody feels like they can't pull this off by themselves. And I excel at most everything I do is turned on its head. So they don't feel like they're capable of doing it if they had to. I don't know. I don't think, how does Rodrigo feel about you? Does he have any romantic? If they do, I'm just getting like really kind of immature, insecure, not a lot of experience. I don't think they know what that means. Let's see. Urvashi, hi. Nice to have you here. Surviving the apocalypse. Hi. Does soul want to come home to me? Let's see. Starseed. Well, this is your starseed. Soul. Duh. Called it out. There's a lack of harmony here, and there is a positive Sagittarius. The lack of harmony is hidden. It's in flux. That's up for debate. A Libra. Focus on Saul. The Saul want to come home to me. The Saul want to come home. It's a pass. It's a pass. And why? Why? There's no social obligation. There's no feeling of community or family. Or there's a lack of rules about that. There's a lack of boundaries. Or there's like a lack of imagination about what family is supposed to look like. I get that Saul has no idea what home looks like. Some of us have very clear concepts of domestic life, or just like the business of the household and what that looks like on a day-to-day basis. Some people just don't really think about that aspect of life. They just kind of wake up and do whatever works. And for a lot of people, the idea of, oh, let's make a home together, it's like, whoa. When will you, Urvashi is asking, when will you meet your future spouse? Wow, that was, there's a dark Virgo and a Libra here. There's some negativity. There's a lot of ego right here. Well, when will you meet your future spouse? There's a lot of insecure, self-aggrandizing, kind of self-pumping up about this. You're trying to pump yourself up about this, and you're trying to be the cool person. You're trying to be cool about it. You don't feel like you have no idea how to make this come off. There is backup coming. So your spirit team is working for you. There is, when will you meet your future spouse? It's not an indefinite thing. It's on the books. So I think that you probably will find. Oh, there is a question about will you find in time? Well, like before you change your mind about wanting a spouse. Hi, Sanja. When? But we're looking for a time frame. I don't know. I think you've got some mental blocks about this. Like just even the idea of a time frame, like you've got to be married by when? Is that kind of how you're thinking about it? You're trying to hit an earmark with marriage. Look, you got to get out of that shit. You go buy a freaking blow-up doll and have them sit in a chair marked spouse. If that's what you really need. Go hire a maid for 40 grand a year or 60 grand a year. Go hire somebody to cook for you and go hire somebody to suck your D. If that's what you're looking for, all you need is a freaking manager. Go hire somebody to do that. If you're looking for a mate and a spouse, go look for a person that matches your energy and your vibe and your values. And then hope that turns into a lifelong friendship. Let's see. Does the person on my mind, like me, man, Libra, no contact at this moment? So you got a crush on somebody. Oh, shit's real, for sure. There was some insatiable energy that got turned down. So you've learned how to cool this crush. It's gone on long enough. Did you say that? You've been feeling this way about somebody for a long time, or you've known them for a long time. You're really afraid they're going to just blow up at the idea that you've been looking at them this way. They are proud. Libra, you're a Libra. This is your Libra. I'm regularly surprised. I do this every day, and every day I am reminded that I am not here alone. That there is someone tickling the strings of time and space to get messages through to me. And that comforts me. That comforts me. I often imagine that it is like from this point where I am at the bottom of this gravity well, they're scoped out from here to wherever I have my full, complete, finished, whole cosmic self is sitting at the edge of the cosmos going, see there, that's me right there. That's back when, oh, you remember when I did that? Yeah. Look, I remember this. I'm going to, and a little message gets shot right into the right moment. And it's a message from myself to me. Here we go. Let's see. There's someone watching. And there's a Gemini here. So this Libra, this no contact. Do they like you? They're watching you. They know you. They notice you. I think that they are holding two versions of themselves in front of you. That there is the personal opinion about, They get to hold that personal crush for a while if they want to before they make a move and potentially change this. What the structure of your friendship would then change. You would be on a different, we know this about each other level intimacy, even though you may decide to not take up on it. You have this knowing of each other in a very intimate way. But many friends confess to each other that they're attracted to each other and nothing ever comes of it. And that's fine. I think they're attracted to you. They find you attractive. They know who you are. You are in their peripheral, in their circle of observation. Who knows? Have you ever seen them in a romantic mode before? You might know a little bit more about how they behave. Let's see. Who else is here? Surviving the Apocalypse. Hi. Hi. Juan Carrillo. Hi. Tell me how you are coping with the flood of information, Juan Carrillo. He asks, well, you mentioned that you feel like you've seen future in a lot of images. Well, I am a huge fan of St. Hildegard of Bingen, the fourth physician of the Catholic Church, just canonized in, 2010? And she was a Catholic nun in the 1500s. And she was a mystic, and there are great books that she's written just of her visions. She was a mystic and a visionary in that she had huge, massive, she spends pages describing her visions. So maybe you're being encouraged right now with a message to just start writing down your visions in as much detail as you can. I've thought recently of taking St. Hildegard's writings and plugging them into AI to try to, I'm an artist, but these images, I've tried to sketch them and try to map them out so that I could have whole full paintings of compositions of her images in a different interpretation. But she has artistry of her own, of her images, but they're in, the medieval style, what they had back then for art technology. Oh, okay, that might be just like a whole lot more than what you needed. Oh, we were talking about you seeing future and a lot of images. Just start writing them down, start sketching them, start putting them together in a graphic novel. I've used a graphic novel format for this before, especially if you get flashes of images. Let's see. Arvashi, thank you for your feedback. Sanja, hi. Surviving the Apocalypse. What are the rules on my live stream? Well, today I am doing just free wide open questions for tarot interpretation, for feedback, whatever. Usually this is, like a membership driven kind of thing, or contributions through Venmo, but today there are no contributions needed. I am in a different place today, just needing your company and your input and the grounding moment, interacting with you as much as you benefit from me being here to answer your questions. So answer your question, or ask your question, and I'll pull whatever seems right to try to answer your question through scry, through tarot, through seance, through rune stones, and just divine messaging. Oh, and we might crack out the Miss Cleo cards. Let's see. Juan Carril, I'm a Virgo. I am love. I am here. I am here for royal bloodline carriers. I speak the truth and I will follow my Lord. Well, fantastic energy. Good centering. Good centering. That's how you know who you are. Remind yourself every day. Let's see. Michelle Stringer, yes, please. Please, I'm encouraging you to ask your question today. Sandra, oh my God, so true. Let's see. Sorry for the bouncing around. What else? So are you going to get back together? You just asked me something about Saul a moment ago. Try to find it again. Without making y'all seasick. Because I answered your question about Saul once before. Oh well. Pull it back up here. Oh, come on. Get to the bottom. There we go. I don't remember what I just answered about Saul, but I know I just answered. I gave a whole spiel about Saul. But we'll throw one more time. Well, nobody else has a question right now, so we'll throw one more time. We have a different set of cards here. What's that? There's a different card set. There's a different set of cards, Colin. There's a yes and no set in here. But I don't want to. There's a feeling I don't want to. Who's saying I don't want to? I don't want to. It's whiny, too. It's fussy. Like, we're going to tap into the somnambulist. Here we go. We'll do these two sets together. Is Saul and surviving the apocalypse going to get back together? Something about your mama and triggered, and they're offset from each other. They're like facing away. They may be worried about your family. They may be worried about maybe your family being too intrusive. Hi, Michelle. This is for surviving the apocalypse right now. There's a need to get a map or to see a bigger worldview of Saul. But will you get back together? What? Not waiting for an answer. And chicken noodle. I'm trying. Yeah, but will they get back together? It's not funny. Somebody's being chicken about this and being a noodle. Someone needs a backbone. Thank you for the hearts. Yeah, it's ridiculously silly, isn't it? Yeah, someone's being a chicken here without a backbone. And maybe you're tired of waiting for an answer. You're just like, you're done. You're not waiting for an answer anymore. I don't know. Maybe this is how you see them. They're not making a command decision about it. You're waiting for the other person. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Gosh. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's unknown at this time. It's really unknown at this time. But that's why, because you got a baby together and it's triggering you. Got it. Understand. Well, I'll watch the vibe here over the next little while, and I'll invite an answer to that and let you know if I get any signals about that. What was the next question after you? Thank you for your question, Surviving the Apocalypse. Michelle Stringer. Your question is, if my SP, significant partner, I'm in no contact with, Eric, has feelings and intentions to pursue me. Oh, does it? That's cool. I didn't know it helps the analytics. I wondered about the hype button I've used on other people's pages too. Let's see. Okay, so Michelle Stringer. Michelle Stringer, thank you for the question. Eric. Does Eric have feelings and intentions to pursue me? Okay. Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. And would too. It doesn't make sense to me, but I guess it makes sense to you. I would too. There's some attitude. Tell me the truth. I would too. But what? They're holding a grudge. This shit's making them blue. The shirt is blue, but I glanced at it and the message that came in the blur was, this shit is making me blue. They're tired of going back and forth. Or you guys are not coming to a compromise. It's not a back and forth so much. They're not getting something they want. It may not be noble. It doesn't have to be noble. But it could be just petty as the day is long for either one of you. It could be, hey, I want a side piece, or hey, I want to be able to eat chocolate cake in bed. Damn it, I want my way is what I'm getting. And they're frustrated because they want you too. Why are they trying so hard? Tell all your friends. We just arrived. What was this? I can write my name. Something about your name, maybe a name change. Not wanting to change your name. Some compromise. You guys are just like, you're butting heads. You're always going to disagree about this. And it will become a moral issue based on just one of you not willing to be influenced or affected by the other. Trying to figure out if that answered your question. I think they do, but they're just tired of having the same argument over and over. They know this. You know this. What else we got? Who else? Savio Diaz. I know I'm saying. I hate when I catch these trying to pronounce like I'm saying a freaking prescription name. Savio. Hi. I'm just still trying to see if I can make something out of that other than what I'm sounding like in my ears. Oh, my weekend is in Minneapolis today. My heart is in Minneapolis, and it's broken today. But being here with you is my salve. So thank you. Thank you. You make it better. You would like the truth, Michelle Stringer. I know. I know. He's frustrated because he's not getting what he wants. That's the vibe I'm getting. Is that he wants to be able to do this with you, but still do all the other shit outside of the boundaries of like your whatever your the fundamental boundaries of your agreement. Like again, it's coming back to a side piece kind of thing, or just kind of like feeling like it's like commitment phobia. It's giving commitment phobia. No, not so much like a player. This feels like a suburban regular middle class dude. But it's just like he's got that bachelor thing. Like he wants a steady girlfriend that's practicing how to be a wife or rehearsing how to be a wife. And but he still doesn't want to have to. He wants to. He's a mama's boy. He wants to be served. What can I say? Hi, people sing. Hi, nice to have you here. I hope that helped, Michelle. This is open live reading today, so your questions are welcome. Someone has just arrived. The code is on the floor. Someone left the code on the floor. You just walked in on someone that's not supposed to be in your house. There's evidence of someone else in your house that is unwelcome to you. Like somebody just walked in on a cheating spouse. Like, yeah, this is giving like you walk, like how you just got broke in on, right? That feeling of walking in up to your front door, but the door's already open that far, like in the movies. But then, okay, so that doesn't happen, but you walk in your house and you look and there's somebody's unfamiliar lady's coat. Not on the back of the couch, on the floor, which you're passing around the corner of the couch, hoping to God that's not a dish, let it be a dish rag. Nope, it's underpants. God damn it. And you know what you're walking into. You know what you're walking into. All the way from India. Thank you for the love. Nice to have you here, sweetheart. Wonderful to have you. So somebody is about to walk in the worst way, catching their mate, slipping into somebody else. Oh, gosh. I think that's about it. That came to a screeching halt for me. Deep breaths. Thank you, everyone. Everyone for being here. I don't know who that was for. That was just for Surviving the Apocalypse. That was just for somebody general. That didn't feel related to you at all, honey. Yeah, that feels like everything. I want to welcome you to Angel Radio Tarot. If you've been a new subscriber today, thank you for joining. And hit that notification bell. We've got some scheduled shows coming up. On the 1st of February, there is a romance read for the upcoming Valentine's Day to get you ahead of the game for that 2 weeks coming up into meeting or having the loveliest day of your year. I'm CC with Angel Radio Tarot. I'm only on YouTube. You have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Take care.